In 1993, games like Mortal Kombat 2, Gunstar Heroes and Shinobi 3 would make your willy tingle, but a game that may have slipped your attention is the Chaos Engine, or Soldiers of Fortune for North America. A game by the Bitmap brothers, which was probably better on the Amiga. But is it any good on the Mega Drive? Let's have a little look.
In a Victorian steampunk era, a scientist called Baron Fortesque has created a machine called the Chaos Engine, but it goes out of control and takes over the Baron and begins to turn people and animals into beasts. 6 mercenaries are called in to destroy the Chaos Engine. They are Navvy, Preacher, Mercenary, Brigand, Thug and Gentleman. Each character has its weaknesses and strength, which is a bit like a difficulty setting. Some move fast but are weak and may have poor weapons, whereas others may move slow but are stronger with better weapons. Once you have chosen your character, then you'll need to choose a CPU control character. There are 4 worlds to get through, with each having 4 levels. The game is a top-down shooter where you need to destroy everything that moves. On screen you have your lives left, current score, health bar, special item and node counter. Your objective is to activate all the nodes in the level and find the exit. Sounds simple enough, but there are plenty of things to slow you down. Your player can fire a weapon in 8 directions or use a special item. You can use a special ability whenever you like, providing you have one equipped. You can carry up to 4 at a time and activate them with the B button. You can also use a C button to toggle through the others you have collected. If your partner has one that you want to use, you can pause the game and swap it over to you by pressing the B button. There are 13 special abilities to use, and all have various uses, from a shield, or weapons, and even a map. There are items littered all over the place, which mostly consists of coins. There are food items as well as extra lives, and the death zone token, which is basically a checkpoint. If you don't collect this and you lose a life, you'll be sent back to the start of the level. All levels are kind of maze-like, so you'll need to find the keys lying on the ground. Silver keys will open passages to progress towards the end, and gold keys open up secret or bonus areas where you can collect a huge haul of coins, food, or special items. Collecting coins will also help you through the game. After the end of every second level, you'll be taken to the shop where you can upgrade your characters. You can increase skill, health, speed, extra life, special power, wisdom, power up and special abilities. These cost a lot, so it's wise to collect every coin you see and try to find all the secret areas. But is this game any good? For what it is, it's very good. This game may not be to everyone's taste, but its controls are good enough and it's a tough challenge. The graphics aren't mind-blowing, but they suit the game well. The Amiga had a different, and according to some sources, a better colour palette. You can have the Amiga version on the Mega Drive via a ROM patch like I've done here. The music is good and again ties in nicely to the gameplay. The sounds are also just as good, with some nice voice samples, albeit a bit grainy. I did have issues with the direction of fire, as this predates analog sticks, so it's not a smooth direction change, and this means that enemies in the diagonal position are harder to hit. Once you have used your lives up, it's game over, which is a bit of a bastard. Fortunately, there is a password system, so it's not all bad news. And the bosses? There are none. But with all the shit that's going on within each level, you'll be glad of not having the task of a huge battle after a maze of enemies. I know game endings weren't too spectacular with cartridge games, but when I beat this game many years ago, I thought the ending was brief, but emotional.
No, I didn't cry.
I have guided you here so that you might set me free. The chaos has ended. You will be remembered.
I don't understand how this game hasn't been made into a movie. The story is pretty good, and I believe it's taken inspiration from a novel called The Difference Engine, of which I know fuck all about, but something good could be made from it. It's a good game with a high level of challenge to it, and this can put some people off. And I would have been one of them myself, but there's something there that keeps you coming back. You can tell it's a Bitmap Brothers game as it shares similar graphics and sounds to Gods and Magic Pockets. This was an amazing game at the time for the Amiga, and a pretty good port to the Mega Drive. I'd give it 72%. Thanks for watching. If for some strange reason you like my videos, please consider subscribing so I don't feel so unpopular. Do you know what I mean?